Greetings, everyone. It's Angelo Robles. If you're watching this live, it's a Sunday evening here in the late summer. I know I've been a little bit more quiet, if that's the word, the last couple of weeks since late July. And one of the reasons I'm going to talk about here, my new ebook on family offices and AI. But so much more going on. My second biggest forum of the year is a couple of weeks away in mid September. Palm Beach is number one, but New York, number two, and LA, my third, Miami, my fourth. If you had to have me rank them by size, I'm not necessarily going to say favorite, but it is Palm Beach. Uh, so I'm really excited about today because for the last couple of weeks, I've been writing an ebook about a subject that not only am I immersed in, I think I talked just a little bit about. So this time I'm going to crystallize it a little deeper and offer my 133 page ebook to all of you. My members got it first a couple of days ago, and they get the opportunity to interact, to get recommendations, to get more hand holding, to get introductions to AI integration engineers. Oh, did I just meet the most incredible one, at least digitally, a couple of weeks ago? Wow, this guy could change your life. And hopefully, he'll be involved in my programs in many ways moving forward. Game changing, but more to come on that in the coming weeks. So, this is 10 things every family office, really everyone, ultra high net worth investor in finance, legal, accounting. So, don't think it's only limited. It's most applicable to a single family office, but a multifamily office, hedge fund finance, legal accounting, really anyone, you're all going to benefit. So now I got to restate the title 10 things every family office should be doing now in AI. So I think that's pretty simple and straightforward. And I would like to hope by now you all know I am living through it. I'm going to announce my next masterclass in AI. Most of you missed my August 11th and 12th. I promise you, for those that were there, not only did I get a lot out of it, they have enough time to come out of the summer right after Labor Day like gangbusters. I promised all of that to you, but only 7 of you kind of took me up on my offer. But we'll see. Moving forward, lots going on. So why don't I get to it? And at the end, I'll simply describe the very easy way that tonight, or if you hear this 6 months from now, and I'm going to probably update it every month because in AI so much goes on, you could simply get a free, a nicer word, complimentary copy of my ebook. But let's go. 10 things every family office should be doing now in AI. The sovereign, that's going to be a key theme, the sovereign intelligence revolution for family offices. Really, more than an ebook, it's 133 pages, not some 17 pages by me, Angelo Robles, family office entrepreneur, strategist, principal. I don't know if I really like to use the word futurist, but I am very future forward thinking. How about that? With contributions from family principal, an incredible AI entrepreneur within the family office and legal world himself, Adam Berns, and my friend Michael Perez, who's a family office tech consultant. So the AI revolution, every family office must face. And I know I gave this one as a kind of a consortium of what I saw in June when some family offices reached out to me, but I could state it this way. While you're watching this video, 3 family offices just captured what, like 847 million in opportunities that your analysts will discover what, maybe next month, next year, too late if they're lucky. So again, for the new folks out there, I'm Angelo Robles. I spent the last 18 months and substantial capital and massive amounts of time doing what I think really no other family office has perfectly, none of us do, achieved. A fully or near fully autonomous AI intelligence network that thinks, learns, and executes while peers and competitors are still thinking and scheduling meetings. So there is a brutal truth that maybe your peers don't want you to know. While you debate whether AI is useful someday, you're silly. Your most sophisticated competitors, and that's kind of what some of your peers are for some of these deals, are already operating in a completely different reality. Investment decisions that execute in minutes, not in multiple meetings, weeks or months apart, threats neutralized before they become $200 million losses. They're talking about billionaires here, folks. Opportunities captured in 90 days before public markets notice. You don't need to be a billionaire to do that. AI workforces operating what? I don't know, 24/7, 365, no 2 weeks off in the summer. While humans sleep, we're human and take time off and are distracted and let emotions get in the way. Another one, intelligence networks that never leak family secrets. We're going to dive into that one. Stay tuned. So here's what most people don't understand about AI. The cognitive revolution, as I call it, that really changes everything. AI doesn't just make you a little better. That would be disappointing. It makes you, your team, do everything better. That's the most important. Faster and with precision that was just impossible before. We're talking about, really in the first 30 days, if you implement it, productivity enhancements that could literally easily 2 to 10x, and sometimes over time, literally 100x. It's virtually every knowledge-based activity. This isn't just about automation replacing humans. It's really more about cognitive amplification. Your investment team thinking at machine speed while maintaining their human judgment. Your analysts processing, how about this? 1,000, I feel sorry for you, but 1,000 pitch decks with the same thoroughness they previously applied to 10. Again, you could do more, better, and faster, period. Your risk management systems identifying threats across global markets, while again, the human experts, we're human, need our, well, for me, 4 hours, but for most of you, 7 or 8 hours sleep. So think about what this really means. While your peers and competitors, analysts are spending 3 weeks evaluating one $50 million opportunity, think big, your AI Amplify team could evaluate literally 50 in the same time frame with deeper analysis, more comprehensive risk assessment. I know I'm doing it at lesser levels than that. I get it. But I'm helping families where that's a pittance, and superior decision-making frameworks. And that's just the beginning. Now, here's something new that's a slight bit off topic and going to be a big part of my September forum for my members, September 15th, 16th, and 17th in New York. The AI crypto convergence. I promise you, this is the next economic revolution. I've been active in crypto for over 10 years. Many of you called me crazy. I ended up being 100% correct. We stand at the convergence of artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency technologies. This is the most significant economic transformation since the invention of the double entry bookkeeping. This isn't about incremental improvements. I'm going to say that again, like I said earlier. This is not about incremental improvements to existing systems. We're witnessing the emergence, listen to this closely, of an economic paradigm where AI agents, which is a big part of my masterclass and a pretty big part of my ebook, where AI agents and tokenized assets operate as integrated partners across global networks. I'm not the only one talking about this. My friend, Jordy Fisher, listen to his podcast. He is speaking, keynoting at my program on actually Monday, September 15th. Family offices that fail to understand this, I don't see anyone other than me and him actively talking about it. They don't understand this convergence, will find themselves managing a static portfolio while your peer competitors deploy AI systems that trade tokenized real estate in Tokyo, execute DeFi strategies, rebalance commodity positions, all simultaneously based on real-time global data synthesis that would take human teams too long to process. The web itself is evolving beyond beyond human-centric design towards an infrastructure built really like we're almost there for AI agents, smart contracts that execute based on AI analysis, tokenized assets that trade on algorithmic sentiment analysis, wealth strategies that adapt in real time to market shifts. So, kind of what does this mean for family offices? I'm going to have to do a whole program on this. I'm already going off a little too much on a tangent, trying to give you guys a head start to head into post summer. AI agents managing portfolios across traditional and digital assets without or with very little human intervention. Tokenized real estate and private equity, whatever, etc., providing 24/7 liquidity and fractional ownership. That's what tokenization is going to do. DeFi integration enabling sophisticated financial strategies previously only available to certain institutions, and cross-border operations executing seamlessly across jurisdictions through programmable compliance. How about that eloquent of two words? The families embracing this convergence today will define finance and wealth management tomorrow, while those who hesitate, 99% of you, will manage yesterday's assets with yesterday's tools in tomorrow's world. Family office executives, SFO or MFO, I am not your enemy. I could be your most incredible friend of all time, making you look incredible, be employable at least for the next 10 years, and make a lot of money yourself as well. So back a little bit to the core topic, although I do talk a little bit about that in my 133-page ebook. I've written a comprehensive guide, an ebook, 10 things every family office should be doing now, not tomorrow, now in AI. And I'm going to share with you right now why it's not just about better tools, it's about survival. So I could mention a $500 million nightmare that every family office should feel, whether for you it's 5 million, 50 million, or 5 billion. Picture this catastrophe. Your family is evaluating a 500 million acquisition. Again, do the math. Could be 5 million, 50 million, 5 billion. The principles are going to apply. You're using ChatGPT to analyze deal structures, competitive positioning, and tax optimization. What you don't realize, every prompt, every document, every strategic insight is being logged and analyzed by systems that kind of your peers and competitors can access. You're training the more public-facing AI LLMs on your proprietary intellect, knowledge, your prompts, all of it. Your family's most sensitive intelligence, the very thinking that creates your competitive edge, is being harvested by these AI companies. God knows who else is leaking into it, and it's making it better for others that are going to put in prompts and basically steal your info. When you use free or near free AI, you're not the customer, you're the product. I'm going to give you a brutal reality. Why is no one talking about this? Family offices are bleeding intellectual property through commercial AI. Do I use commercial AI? Yes. Do I love me Grok 4 heavy? I do. Are there times when you have to use it and strategic ways to use it? Of course. But back to the point. That's why the first critical implementation is what I call sovereign AI infrastructure. Own your own AI infrastructure the same way your family owns what? Gold or real estate. Control your data the same way you control your bank accounts. Protect your intelligence the same way that you protect family compounds. You have to learn how to have the right hardware. Cost a little bit of money, but not too crazy. Well, if you're really big and have a lot of things going on, it may be a lot, but it's okay. And you have to learn how to use open source platforms. Maybe we'll get a little into that. Again, read the ebook. And better, come to my masterclass. So your $200 million tax optimization strategies should never appear in anyone else's training data. Your geopolitical risk assessments can't be reverse engineered by peers and competitors. Again, kind of the same thing. Wake up. It's a reality. Your succession planning discussions must remain private. You want that out there to train the models? Are you crazy? So true sovereignty isn't just using enterprise chat GPT. You trust that for your most sensitive data. It's AI models running on hardware that you physically control. It never touches the cloud. Complete data isolation from such external networks. Like I said, open source models that can't phone home to external servers. The families building AI native systems today must have sovereignty. It's what I teach. It's what I do. Everyone else will be sharecroppers on someone else's digital plantation. How about that? Okay, let's move on. The 10x productivity revolution. So my team, admittingly intimate, delivers like pretty quickly, 10x the previous output without the bloat, the burnout, or bandwidth issues. So there's another technique that I do talk about in the ebook. And again, sometimes you do want to use commercial AI systems, but I call it the gladiator method. Instead of asking one AI for analysis, elite families present the same problem to multiple systems, maybe open and non-open, and you force them to compete, but you got to know how to prompt and how to do that. Maybe OpenAI's ChatGPT, the latest for strategic analysis, Anthropic Claude for document processing, Gemini for data interpretation. And again, I kind of really do like the 300 a month X's or Grok for heavy. That's their big time one for real-time intelligence. The result, analysis quality that surpasses any one singular system. What a surprise. Insights your peer competitors using just one, which is the vast majority of them, will never discover, but you have to learn how to make them compete and fight against each other. I talk about, and I showcase this at my masterclass. Really, you know that you could create your own application with no coding using something called vibe coding in like minutes. So traditional software development for family offices takes what? 18 months, cost $500,000 more, maybe $2-3 million per application. And then what? Your investment committee needs a deal comparison tool next week. Oh, not next year. What if I told you that using vibe coding, think Bolt.new, think Lovable, and others, you can transform ideas into functional applications? Let's go with 11 minutes and no coding needed. A kind of a real-time study from my guide. A 900 million family office needed to evaluate multiple deals simultaneously. So imagine minutes 1 through 3 describing the deal scoring criteria. Minutes 4 through 7, AI builds a complete web application. Minutes 8 through 10, live data integration deployed. And boom, minute 11, full production system operational. Okay, I would probably want to tweak that. I would bring in my AI integration engineer. But in theory, could you do that? Yes, you could do that. And well, developing that in minutes, but the implementation and getting what you want out of it, maybe a couple of hours. And is that going to mean the difference between what deploying 1 million, 20 million, 50 million, 100 million? This all matters. Little edges, they all add up. So as of course you would know in AI, there's the 24/7 advantage. But here's what really separates the AI native families in many ways, really, from everyone else. While their, and probably currently your investment team sleeps, autonomous agents are monitoring. Imagine being tied in to things like PitchBook, to Bloomberg. I know all those things cost money, but you're not maximizing the use out of it. So in my example, monitoring every portfolio company across, imagine 8,000 news sources, analyzing real-time market sentiment and correlation changes, executing trades. I showed in my masterclass how I built an automated traded system and in like 20 minutes. So executing trades of predetermined strategies and generating investment committee materials automatically. I talked about how I use Notebook LM to analyze pitch decks, how I use it to basically create a podcast on the pitch deck. So people in my investment team could hear, if there may be more audio or visual than maybe something that I write. Hey, the market's really globally and in crypto, it never sleeps, but your team does. The $25 million opportunity that emerges at 3 a.m. Tokyo time while your New York team is sleeping, but it gets captured by families with 24/7 autonomous systems. The mathematical reality is somewhat inescapable. AI capability, there are some that will debate this, and maybe you're right, doubles every 6 months. Do the exponential math of that. Another 6 months, compounding another 6 months. What is that, 64x at the end of 3 years? According to Citi Private Bank, 53% of family offices globally, I'm reading here, have invested in generative AI, but fewer than 15% report using it for practical applications. This gap creates a massive opportunity for families who act decisively. There is a legacy choice that I had to make, and I think you're all going to have to make. 2 decades from now, your family will inherit potentially one of two realities. Reality A family office that thinks at machine speed, commands global intelligence networks, and makes decisions with asymmetric clarity that lesser families honestly can't comprehend. Or how about reality B? A legacy operation, comfortable, safe, like an old pair of slippers, desperately trying to hire talent that who wants to go to them? Probably trying to peel talent away from AI native families who saw the future coming well before and seized it. Your children will ask, when AI was reshaping the world, and trust me, brother and sister, that is happening right now, and you want to wait till after Labor Day. Your answer will be, I secured our family's place, and including if you're an executive, this matters maybe more for you. Or I was too busy and I became irrelevant. Don't let ego, ignorance, and fear, normal human emotions, I understand. Don't let that get in the way. So this is a complete, really, implementation guide. Maybe you don't need me. You don't need my masterclass. I'm just giving you this ebook. In my comprehensive guide, 10 things every family office should be doing now in AI, I detail the exact systems, platforms, and strategies that transformed my small family office and multiple others that I work with into more AI native operations. It's not just theory. These are battle tested systems generating measurable results. And why not? I have it in front of me here. I will list to you the 10 critical implementations every family office must deploy now. Well, so much for making this a 20-minute video. Okay, here we go. Number one, most important, I spoke about it. Build your sovereign AI infrastructure. Complete intelligence, independence, own your AI the same way, like I said, your family owns gold and real estate. You control it. Number two, none of that may really matter if you don't know how to master multi-LLM orchestration and prompt engineering. It's the foundation of AI excellence. You're not going to extract maximal intelligence from these systems without using my advanced techniques. I share one or two of them. Three, deploy, I mentioned this earlier, the gladiator model. Make the AI systems fight for your advantage. I probably have my preference on my top four. We'll save that for a different time, or five. Force multiple AI systems to compete for superior analysis. Number four, you better master agentic. Well, I would master this. Master agentic browsing. I'll give you a tip. I love the Perplexity's comment. Your AI-powered intelligence operating system transform browsing into an autonomous intelligence gathering. I am loving that. Number five, implement, I briefly mentioned this, vibe coding. Build custom apps without writing code. Create million-dollar applications, technically, in minutes, using natural language, even multimodal pictures or something you draw on a napkin. Number six, build auto investing trading systems that could, I know I'm kind of doing it, 24/7 autonomously portfolio management, capture opportunities depending on the markets and crypto and things like that. That could be more 24/7. Number seven, I really like deploying Lindy and GetDen.io as a 24/7 AI agent workforce. Really look into GetDen.io. It's really cool. Perform the work, honestly, of 10, 12, 15 analysts at probably a tenth of the cost or less. Number eight, this gets a little techie now. Establish digital memory and context persistence. Create institutional memory that never forgets decades of family intelligence. That may start to require a little bit more advanced work in AI integration engineers. It did for me. Number nine, implement Notebook LM. That's Google's Notebook LM for investment intelligence, processing many, many deals in hours instead of weeks. Number 10, establish AI governance, security, and future-proofing protocols. That could get a little technical too. Protect your family's values and competitive advantages, again, across the generations. But that's not all. You think I'm going to stop at 10? Oh no, I'm too long-winded for that. I give two bonuses as well. Bonus one in the ebook is kind of a fintech spotlight. I love Velvet, so I gave a little feature to it, but I cover some other platforms as well and how they could integrate and tie in because they're more AI native than a lot of the antiquated. And by the way, SaaS systems are going to be dead within 10 years anyway. A different subject, well related for a different time. And I also really love a bonus too, Google VO3, create revolutionary AI videos, create really cinematic quality content that could increase stakeholder engagement, including within the family, the committees, and for MFOs, potentially clientele and marketing, by 400%. How about that? So really 12 complete implementation frameworks, battle tested in real family office operations now, generating measurable results right now. So what's your next move? Well, the families building AI native systems today are probably going to get an 18 to 24 month advantage that compounds into permanent leadership positioning, including cultural and mindset. And that absolutely matters. If you want the complete guide with no strings attached, the detailed implementation frameworks, the exact platforms I use, step-by-step deployment strategies that transformed what I do and many others and their family office, it's pretty simple. Here's what you need to do. Simply send me an email. I may pop something on my website up in the coming weeks, but you're getting a little bit of an edge now. I know it's a little old-fashioned. Either if you're going to watch this on LinkedIn or an easy to DM platform, then just DM me. But the safest bet, whether it's live or from YouTube, I mean, my email couldn't be any easier. It's angelo@angelorobles.com. And maybe in the subject line, put in AI or AI guide request. So they'll pop out to me a little more. I'll send you the email with the actual PDF. 10 things every family office and really everyone. So don't be limited that you're not a single or a multifamily office. It still is going to be 90% applicable to you. 10 things every family office or anyone should be doing now in AI, and you'll get it easily within 24 hours. So I work with families that are serious about such a transformation because most of you aren't. This isn't for family offices. Well, I just want to explore AI someday. The someday will never come. This is for families who want to dominate and executives that want to dominate in what they do the rest of this year, next year, and I could argue for the remainder of the century. The future belongs to families who act while most people are mediocre. They just hesitate. They wait until it's so obvious and they lose a lot of the early advantages. This choice is yours, and the time is now, and the future, well, it's waiting. Don't let history record that your family had a chance to lead and you chose to follow and it was too late on top of that instead. Again, Angelo@angelorobles.com. And many of you could follow me across all my social media platforms. I don't even care if you text me. I am starting to get more text, but it's going to start to annoy me soon, but not yet. 203-570-2898. The AI revolution isn't coming, my friends. It's here. And your family's position in the new hierarchy is absolutely being decided right now. So I know I always do this. I made this way longer than I wanted to. I promise you, I go into doing these solos 10 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe a long one, 20, 25. And it seems like I always go longer. I'm going to have to clip this up. I'm going to have to do better because I know a lot of you are busy and have wickedly short attention spans. And I'm going to have to keep these shorter in the future. But I feel like I have so much to share. And still, when I started talking about this in the winter, in the spring, into the early summer, and did my master classes, I am alone in the family office world at this. Shunned, it feels, by executives that feel I'm a threat. This is inevitable. I'm here to help you. I want to educate you. I think you have awesomeness in you that I want to help to extract that out a little bit more. And I want you to be employed for a long time to come. I think newer people getting into the industry, just like many industries, look at the big tech companies and others, they're just not hiring as much. AI and AI agents, that train has left the station. And this is going to become more of an issue politically into the midterms and into the next election. And this is absolutely a race between the US and China to some degree for, I don't want to get overboard, but world domination. It may very well be a winner take all. There's a variety of reasons for that, from what it could do to energy production, fusion energy, bioweapons, weaponry in general, what it could do to manufacturing, and a boom. The country that gets that edge, and it really is only down to two. What a surprise. Europe, you're just totally out of the picture. I will be talking about those subjects, including Europe. By the way, I love you, Europeans, your awesomeness of your culture, your architecture, your food, but it seems like everything in business, you cannot get out of your own way. Okay, now I made a lot of new friends like I always do. Hey, now you know why I'm the Darth Vader of the family office world. Again, I don't care if I'm likable. I want to be respected for my tenure in this community, my intellectual rigor, and that I move things forward. And yes, sometimes I am wrong. I'm not wrong about this. It's less about being likable. I would rather make money than be right. I don't even really care about being right. Although I am, of course, in this case. I have multiple members that have completely different perspectives of me. They still pay because they see the value in contrarian ideas, and someone who's not willing to challenge their assumptions, to sometimes argue with them on the phone, and all the things that I do for my members. And I want to do more. I actually feel they don't use me enough. And now that we're just about wrapped up with the summer, we're going to have a wickedly busy fall. So one, send me that note, preferably email, but other formulas. If you do text me, probably include your email in that too. It's a pretty huge file, maybe hard to include in a text. So Angelo at angelorobles.com. Make sure to follow me across all, including YouTube. I'm at Family Office. X, where I'm going to get a little more active. Same thing, at Family Office. Very active on LinkedIn. Again, the last couple of weeks, I've been writing. I've been preparing September, recharging the batteries a little bit, and revamping some of the things I'm doing in AI in my investing portfolios and what I do. So heading post-Labor Day, September 15th through 17th in New York, for my members, and I might have 3 or 4 single family office guests that then you better become a member after that. I don't care about size and scale because I don't make much profits from sponsorship. Yeah, when you're running an events company, you don't get paid from families. You get paid from a volume of sponsors. What happens to your program? It sucks. Sucks. It's terrible. People aren't good speakers. People want to sell from the stage. People feel that they're paying. It's laughable. Laughable. I rather have 30 to 35 really incredible people that are committed, and I build a program, maybe not 100% pure, but like 93.5, and often built around peer-to-peer internal debates, discussing even mayoral candidate Mamdani in New York, why socialism doesn't work, talking about Bitcoin versus gold, talking about things like Trump and about Europe, talking about sensitive subjects that the industry is a wimp. They don't want to cover those subjects. They care about offending people. I don't care about that. Don't care about it. I want to produce content that I'm proud of, even when I'm wrong. And I'm wrong my fair share. I've been wrong. Again, don't say I'm wrong on AI. And no, I'm not even early. I'm 100% right. So lots going on. If you're not a member, you should go to angelorobles.com. Before the summer's out, just move forward. I do events throughout the year. I got a marquee program over 4 days coming up in Palm Beach. I'll be in Miami a lot of the winter, a little bit of Jackson Hole, LA. You get proprietary content, more ebooks and things I'm doing, direct connections to me, parts of my deal flow network that I invest in through certain people that have direct access to get on the cap table, and really cool things that I'm doing that I want to share with a lot of you. And more importantly than even maybe me and my content, the fellow brethren of members are just so awesome. You get a chance to make lifelong friends, business relationships, deals. There's so much to be done. So go to angelorobles.com and join. Yeah, I'm different. Yes, we're more intimate. Yes, we're not a big giant event company putting on crappy conferences. I've been spending months for only 30 to 35 people planning a program that's incredible. And yeah, if you look hard enough on my events tab online, you'll see a link to that New York City forum, and it will showcase the agenda as it's shaping up so far. But again, I don't care about the volume in the room. I want quality, and I believe in membership. I believe in the commitment of family offices to be part of something special. And then I'll be in the Cayman Islands in November. I'll be at Art Basel in December. I'm doing 1 day in Miami late January, then 4 days, over 4 days in March in Palm Beach. And I got a lot of content, and it's not all AI or not all only AI and the convergence of crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, although there's so much going on with that. You can make a truckload of money now. And even AI is adapting and changing. Me and Jordy Fisher, who I noted earlier in September, we'll talk about a lot of the rails behind crypto and what's going on there. We'll talk about the energy needs and how some traditional companies could do really good about the components of data centers, electrical components, commodities. I'll listen to my interview with David Hunter and even the legendary Boom, Doom, and Gloom, Mark Faber, both things I did this summer. If you haven't heard them yet or watched them, go to my YouTube. I mean, I had 27,000 folks that watched the David Hunter. That was a lot of fun. He's pretty awesome. Do not agree with David on everything, by the way, but it's great. I'm not the only curmudgeon when I'm interviewing him. It's like both of us are like kind of grouchy old codgers. And I did promise I would come back to, yeah, you could read the ebook. And some of you are so smart over years, you may be able to figure some of it out, but some of you want the acceleration. You should then either one, join and be a member where you'll get that, and immerse yourself in what I'm doing in my master classes. Look online, it's all there. November 5th and 6th, I'm back again. That will be my last one of the year. You missed out on being awesome during the summer and coming into the fall, or really after Labor Day roaring. It's okay. You got another chance, November 5th and 6th, that will put you in an incredible position to wrap up the year and crush it next year in 2026. It's not all about making more money. It's protecting, it's understanding geopolitical, macroeconomics, and what AI could do on governance and family issues too, and how it could, well, so much I could go into. And my ebook does talk about that, but I promise to also do more on those subjects as well. So again, I know it's a bit of a premium in cost. So what I did learn from the one I hosted in June and August, and they're getting better all the time, and I'm adding more and more incredible instructors, is if you pay for and attend one, I'll allow you to attend again a second time. A little bit like watching your favorite movie or your favorite series. I like Squid Games. The more you watch it, the more nuances you pick up. I encourage you to take notes, to interact. So if you attend once, I'll let you attend again as my guest. And you should just jump right into membership. Now, again, I'm not the cheapest option on the block. Honestly, in the world of AI and family offices, I'm like the only option on the block who's a real user who's implementing it and living it multiple hours every day. Yes, it's a bit of a premium. I understand that. The value you're going to get out of it if you implement 20% of it relatively sooner rather than later may literally be 20, 50, 100x what you pay. For some of you, and I allowed multiple people to bring their 18 plus year old children. I'm pretty generous with who I allow from the family to family office. And that was a family member of an executive. And it was good. I want to be of value. I want to help people. I might have 1,000x return on the money you pay for membership and or even combined a masterclass. Now, some of it is going to be up to you to take the actions and implement, but it is there and on the table. I'm not so sure that's going to be there in 3 to 5 years. This is the chance for your arbitrage. It's late summer. Most people are still half asleep. Then they're going to take 2 or 3 weeks to get ready in September. Don't let that be you. You're not average. You're not mediocre. You want to be incredible. My membership, the work that I'm doing in AI, my ebook that you're going to get for free, and my masterclasses will absolutely make a direct impact on you. And as an executive, you damn well be sure I am your friend. I'm going to be your savior in the years to come when AI could be totally dominant. And I don't want you to say that your ego, your ignorance, and fear got in the way, because I'm going to help you. And we're going to navigate this together. And I'm learning too as I go along. Luckily, I know some incredible people. And they're learning too. Even these 160 IQ AI integration engineers and thought leaders, like, it's just amazing how, like, it feels like every minute and every day getting better and better and learning and adapting and iterating. Now, what we learned yesterday, may not work today. Don't get too bogged down in yourself and your ego. You need to adapt and iterate as things are changing. Okay, looks like no real pure questions in the group. A good turnout tonight. You know to email me at angelo@angelorobles.com for the free complimentary ebook. And of course, some of you are going to jump forward and be part of the only 100 that could be a part of my private membership, SFO Continuity. And again, I'm going to have 10 participants. I wanted to limit it to 7 in August. It's kind of late summer, but in November, we're going to be in the swing of things. November 5th and 6th, New York City, my AI Family Office Masterclass. And this ebook will give you a massive, massive advantage to jump into that and be a part of it. It's all up online. Go to angelorobles.com. I look forward to seeing many of you. Some of you are my members. Love you. Here to be of support. And I'll see you on September 15th, 16th, and 17th in New York. You better find a way to make your way into, could I say wonderful? I'll say wonderful. I'll be nice for a change. Wonderful New York. We'll see how wonderful that's going to be moving forward. A subject for perhaps a different time, right around the time of my November masterclass in New York City. What interesting timing. Looking forward. Thank you all so much. Have a great night and have an awesome week. Thank you.